All right, y'all. So this is the segment that I like to call Your MP3s Bore Me. Basically, this is the part of the show where I choose one record to share from my collection that possesses some type of fun, interesting, special, unique, or sentimental quality to it. It's basically like a show and tell for fans of hip-hop and vinyl culture. That said, today I'm sharing my copy of this limited edition Beastie Boys interview picture disc. The Beastie Boys, of course, were a rap rock group from New York City who rose to fame in the 80s. The group was composed of Mike D, Ad Rock, and MCA, rest in peace. And the Beastie Boys went on to become like one of the biggest selling and longest lived hip-hop acts worldwide. Anyways, I bought this record back in 1987 when it was first released. I was just a teenager at the time, but I distinctly remember purchasing this record at a record store in downtown Portland called Turntable Mary's, which is now long gone, unfortunately. It looks like I paid $10.99 for this record back in 1987, and I remember thinking at the time how expensive that was. This record is actually an import from England, manufactured by an imprint called Back to Back, which has an entire series of these vinyl picture discs containing rare and spontaneous interviews with the stars. I've seen these interview discs for Public Enemy, Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, and a whole bunch of rock groups as well. That said, let's open this thing up and take a quick look. Hang tight for a second. So, as you can see, this picture disc has a photo of the Beastie Boys on both sides. And they look so young on this picture disc. If I had to guess, they're probably in their early 20s when these photos were taken. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Again, there's no music on this record. It's literally just the audio from an interview. So you got part 1 on the A side and part 2 on the B side. And I listened to this entire interview last night, and you can tell how young they were by like how silly and immature they were acting during their interview. But it's a fun listen. It contains all sorts of tour stories and clowning and debauchery, which is sort of what the Beastie Boys were so well known for, right? Anyways, I did a search for this record on both eBay and on Discogs, and I found copies ranging anywhere between $15 to $200. Just depends on the condition. So it's not super rare, it's not super expensive, but it's a great collectible piece for all you Beastie Boys fans out there. And it's records like this that make your MP3s Bore Me.
DJ Wicked.